know if you caught any of those lyrics. That's my song and something we're exploring. We're exploring anger in the upcoming month. And this month, our theme is love it or change it. What happens if you don't love it? What happens if the paradigm you were sold was a load of hogwash, but you didn't know another way yet? Anger is necessary fuel for the fire. It is information that your body has for you that you will feel in terms of a boundary violation. Once you figure out what the boundary is and decide on how you would prefer it to look in the world when it is being respected, then you don't need the anger anymore and you can move through it. And then you look at your situation and you either love it or change it. And that is stolen directly from Karen Rolfe, who's someone you should know. And she is a horse trainer in the States who has made a lot of changes and combines all kinds of horsecraft in all kinds of ways, who I would love to interview. And she has a beautiful Warwick Schiller podcast. Another thing that you should check out. Warwick. Looks like Warwick, but if you say Warwick, he'll be super disappointed if it came from me. It's Warwick. Yeah, like you've got marbles. Warwick. Warwick Schiller has a podcast called the Journey On Podcast, and Karen Rolfe did a 20-minute talk for the summit. You should certainly see it. And I'm bringing it into our theme of the month. Our theme of the month, love it or change it. From one moment to the next while you're on your horse, I dare you to just ask yourself, did I love it? Yes. If you did, what's the answer in the flow chart? Show enthusiasm! Throw more love at it if you loved it. Oh, yes, that was wonderful. Throw more love at it. It's a really good answer for that one. If you go, you just asked for something with your horse. Did I love it? No? Change it. Ask yourself how you can motivate your horse better, time your aids better, and ask in a way that makes it so super clear that your horse really wants to try and you get the result that you want. Love it or change it. What ingredients can you change? Number one, this is what horses really want to know. It doesn't matter what physical cue you've decided to associate with something. It doesn't matter what body part you think you should ask for a something or other with. Different horse people do it different ways, and people without arms and legs do it. People do it without pressure and release. There's other ways of doing it. So pause that thought. So now let's say we've asked ourselves, do we love it? Do we hate it? Is it somewhere in between? Do we love it or want to change it? What can I change? Can I change my energy and my intention? The number one thing horses want us to know, so that it's so clear what I want, because it is coming from within me, the energy that I want this horse to match and do the thing with. And my intention, and I'm looking there and I'm picturing it and I'm putting it in my body. Am I doing any of those things? What other indicators could I pair up with this horse that that's what I want? Where could I ask where I'd be most likely to get it? I can change where I ask, when I ask. I can change how I ask. I can bring my energy and intention. I can use a bit of energy. I can use their name. Hey, William. O'Reilly. Easy, O'Reilly. And walk. And then I make my body do the thing I want him to associate with walking. It doesn't actually matter what it is, but traditionally it's involving dropping of the weight, holding of the core, and things that will impede the freedom of movement across the horse's back, so the energy grounds down into the ground and the movement is dampened by your core like a chimney flue. When it's wide open, it's creating lots of energy, it's letting everything flow through, but that damper can hold the seat and the rhythm, or something you control. These are all things you can change if you didn't love it. Can I change the rhythm? How would I anchor the rhythm? Oh, with my body and my rhythm? Bingo! Posting trot. And when you're sitting, identify the downbeats. So there's a little beauty for you guys this month. We are looking at loving it, or changing it, or loving it more. And we have a few dates to keep in mind. On Wednesday, the 23rd at 7 p.m., we are going to be interviewing an author of a fantastic action-packed horse-related novel, Christmas gift, Heliacal Star. That's the book and the racehorse that it's about. The author, Victor Bonna, a racehorse enthusiast and owner and author, has written about life at the racetrack, and his mission is to make some changes. Horses love to run. We're going to discuss the thrill of that. These animals were bred, engineered genetically, trained, so they've been influenced by man and God and their own species to really want to run fast, and want to run faster than the guy next to them. And done well, racing can be a beautiful thing. And you and I know that the racing world has some problems. What are we going to do? Love it or change it? Well, this is how Victor Bonna is going to change it. He's a storyteller, and storytellers can change everything. And he's sharing a story about the afterlife of horses and how we can make that better. And that's one of his missions, is thoroughbred aftercare. And he has some other ways that he has seen improvements in his lifetime of horses' lives on the track, and he'd like to see more. So we're going to discuss that, and you're welcome to be there. Listen into our discussion, and we'll open the floor for your questions at the end. And that is Wednesday the 23rd at 7 p.m. And our play date, our get together, our support night, that's the word I'm looking for, our mastermind and Q&A is happening this October, the 22nd at 7:30 p.m. So that's Tuesday, October the 22nd at 7:30 p.m. And I'll attach some Zoom links. So that's what's happening this month. Come and find out the theme, love it or change it. I'll speak on it and how I've applied it in my life and how maybe I could have done it better sometimes. And then we'll open the floor for questions. And as always, remember, anything is possible, and especially when we get together and we learn.